Good afternoon. Welcome to the Open Gate Show Race Day Analysis, where I try to help all players who indulges in the exotics offered by Supreme Ventures Racing Entertainment Limited. It's not only the pick six, but you have trifectas, superfectas, as well as high fives, also rolling triples. DK Spring Water provides much needed oxygen to the entire body, including our brain that needs much water. DK water aids in good digestion, helps us maintain a healthy weight, and it tastes great. DK water never tastes flat or boiled. It makes an excellent drinking experience and does wonderful things for our body. Located at 2 Grief Road, Kingston 6, Unit 3A, close to the Mountain View and Outer Wind stoplight, almost adjacent to Robertson Avenue. Call them 876-629-9114 to 5. That's 876-627-9114 to 5 or 876-807-5316. That's 876-807-5316. Their website, one word, Destination Kingston 876.com. And surely, especially when there is a Saturday Sunday race meet, one would want to spend some time overnight, maybe if you're coming from the rural areas. Where else to go but see horse riders in Portmore for the weekend, maybe? Its reputation speaks for itself. Call and reserve your stay at 876-704-6245. That's 876-704-6245. Well, for those who are en route to Mandeville or on the south coast going westward, try and stop and spend some quality time at Super Hill Bar, 14 Keswick Plaza, Hayes, Clarendon. Easily seen off the main road. Safe, secure, super atmosphere, courteous staff, and tasty cuisines. Cook by order. Join the movement. Start your present for the future here. The Open Gate Show is sending a special shout out to veteran photographer, I should say, Marvin Peterson, entrepreneurs and philanthropists Michael Bernard, Andrew Zar, Carlton Watson. Also, the Open Gate Show is sending remembrance to the late Harry Passard, Frank Parham, Robert Darby Sr., Richard Todd, all part co-founder of United Racehorse Trainers Association. Also, to trainers Anthony Pearson, Bobby Hale, Laurie Hussey, Laurie Silvero, Fitz Crawford, Ivan Bemba Smith, Valbert Marlowe, Robert Taylor, George Muyong. The Open Gate Show loves to applaud people who does great for horse racing, and one such is Mr. Rowan Pandohi, who has made a great impact on YouTube, showing past races by our top horses. And if you go there, you will be thrilled by the memories of those great horses and jockeys. Post time for tomorrow's 12:10 race card, it's 12 noon. And it goes 7 furlongs or 1,400 meters, 10 horses were declared. This race is named in honor of Naughty by Nature, winner of the 2003 Thornbird Stakes, trained by Paul Fung. This race is for children up, optional claiming 250,000 with native bred 6-year-olds and up who've never won 3 races, as well as native bred 5-year-olds who remains a maiden. Number 3, Funky Fashion has been intermittently showing fair displays and similar efforts gives her a look for a top 5 slot somewhere in your exotics. Number 4, Kaya, unpredictable sort, whose best effort of recent was at this very trip. Hard to gauge, but must be respected. Number 5, Shauna Cruz, recently changed stables from Lon Curlew to Anthony Dixon. Her 2 starts this season were awful. Looking a bit different since, and has a say in getting on the board. Number 6, Falling Off Forever, stretching out with Shane Ellis, cantered 4 days after on the racetrack after her last race. That signals she's okay. Should be controlling the pace, and with this rider, makes her a dangerous contender. Number 7, Sir Puddington, did not finish on the 5th of March, going 7.5 furlongs at the 400,000 claiming tag. Drops to 250 now, and well, that's the lowest he has ever been. But even so, I'm still iffy on his chance to win this one. Number 8, Out on a Limb, make her seasonal debut of a dismal effort last time she raced. That was on the 19th of December last season, and going 5 furlongs straight, went off at 35 to 1. The odds suggest she wasn't well. Well, she has enough time now to make amends and to be ready. We'll handle these surely if she's okay. Number 9, General Mubarak, fairly consistent 8-year-old who won 7 races and will race against opponents, was never won more than 2 races lifetime. Forget his last display, as this horse has a stable vice, if not monitored, will not show up. If that is curtailed by new connections, has to be given a top chance. Well, your guess is as good as mine. Number 9, General Mubarak, reluctantly, from number 4, Kaya. Number 6, That Fall Forever. Number 8, Out on a Limb. Number 5, Shauna Cruz. Second race, named in honor of Latonia, 2004 Thornbird winner. This also trained by Anthony Nunes. 7 furlongs of 1,400 meters and 8 declared that it's for children up. It's another optional clearing race, but the tag is $450,000 to $550,000, and also eligible are 6-year-olds and up who've never won 4 races. Number 1, Leo, down for a claim after 5 very poor showings since his maiden win. He's capable to compete here from a slick barn. Did get 5 to 1 on March 12th. This season, that was his last run the other day. Why? The odds could be it's wake-up time, maybe. Number 2, Bruce Wayne surely has a say. Hey, he won 10 races. Only number 3, Sunshine Cat comes nearest to that by winning. How many? Is it 6? Yes. Number 3, Sunshine Cat, I expected better from her last week, but it seems connections bypassed that for obvious reasons, as drawn inside on the minimum curve. Distance didn't worth the chance. Can't complain now, but surely can upset this lot. Number 5, It's All I, was 6.5 lengths in front of number 3, Sunshine Cat, closing when the speed was quickening in the last furlong. The last furlong went 14 and a fifth. Obviously, It's All I is in good stead. Number 7, Desert Genius, facing number 8, Nuclear Emma again. Same distance when bettered by that one by 2 lengths. Seen in improved condition since claim and gets no nonsense jockey, Trevor Simpson. Number 8, Nuclear Emma, got the mare when fully focused. If allowed to relax, turning for home, she may stay on in front, passing the winning post. Number 8, Nuclear Emma. Number 7, Death of the Genius. Number 5, It's All I. Number 2, Bruce Wayne. Number 3, Sunshine Cat. One of those should surely win. We go to race 3, named in honor of Swing By, trained by Wayne Acosta. Source won the 2006 Thornbird Stakes. 7 declared for this race. It's for Trills and Up, a claiming race. 600 to 750,000, and they will go a mile or 1,600 meters. Number 2, Blood Fire, back to a tag where he can compete for a place on the board. Number 3, Uncle Frank, again in for 750,000. Was a late on starter in sole attempt to race this season. That is on the 6th of February. Has the pace to be on up with these from the get-go, and should stay on to fight things out. Number 4, Salah, has more to find in order to win here, but could get a place on the board. Number 5, Storm, coming off a hiatus, looking and training well. Has been coming off layoffs and winning on occasions. Storm will have to be the one to catch. However, I'm taking number 3, Uncle Frank, from number 5, Storm, the top 2. Number 2, Bloodfire, and number 4, Salah, should occupy the rest of the placing on the board. DK Spring Water provides much needed oxygen to the entire body, our brain as well. DK Water aids in good digestion, helps in maintaining a healthy weight, and tastes great. DK Water never stop, never flat or boil. It makes for an excellent drinking experience and does wonders for our body. Located 2 Grief Road, Kingston 6, Unit 3A, close to the Mountain View and Outer Wind stoplight, almost adjacent to Robertson Avenue. Call 876-627-911-425. That's 876-627-911-425 or 876-807-5316. That's 876-807-5316. Their website, one word, Destination Kingston 876.com. We're halfway, and it's race 5, named in honor of 2007 Thornbird winner, Glitter Clarence. This race has 6 declared for named about 5 years and up who have never won 4 races, as well as imported 5 years and up who have never won 3 races. Number 1, Weekend Jazz. His last run was okay, but has been looking well since that race, and is a lover of this straight course. Number 2, Basilicus, has number 6, KD Rocket, to overcome, and he is drawn much better than when they met in last, when Basilicus was a length and a half behind. Number 6, KD Rocket, ultra consistent gelding who keeps finding one better, but gets a fair chance of having the win now. But I'm selecting number 1, Weekend Jazz, from number 6, KD Rocket. Number 2, Basilicus. 6th race, named in honor of the 2010 Thornbird Stakes winner, Gabby Whitsko, trained by Fitzwilliam then. This race goes 900 meters or 4.5 furlongs straight. It's for native at 4 years and up who have never won 2 races, and includes imported 4 years and up who are still a maiden. 10 declared. Number 2, Tina's Account, a low middle order slot in your top 5, is likely, could get closer to the winner, even from this inappropriate draw. Number 3, Letters in Gold, Fit Filly, who will be closing fast at them, leaving the furlong point, and could catch them all before they pass the winning post. Number 6, Paraiso, won't get it any easier, based off the form that she had at Anthony Nunes barn, especially the last 3 runs. Will be a challenge, but let's see what Paraiso comes with tomorrow. Number 8, Great Britain, been racing a plenty without much results. Just raced last week and was very sharp out the gates, but weakened rapidly, approaching the winning post. Maybe Connections had this race in mind. It is a short race and a quick sprint. Number 9, Rocket Lily, Speedy Filly, whose debut for this season wasn't all that flattening. On the 6th of February, going 5.5 furlongs, was up with the leaders and weakened badly to be 16 and a quarter lengths behind Silver Fox, True Bravado, JJ the striker. She normally flattens, leaving the furlong point, and it's well drawn now, and with this reduced distance, a good chance to win could be expected. Number 9, Rocket Lily. Number 3, Let It In Goal. Number 2, Tina's Account. Number 8, Great Brit. Number 6, Paraiso, could be considered for a lower placing. Race 7, Name in Honor of Bubbling Angeline, 2014 Thornbird Stakes winner, trained by Philip Fiani. This race goes, a mile or 600 meters, 7 declared, and it's the native bred trio made a special weight race. Number 3, Devontae, quickly back after that run last week with first time figure 8 on. That's the 27th of March, going 6.5 furlongs. Finished third, 10 and 3/4 lengths behind the winner. Was hindered then in that race and will do better now, stretching out once again. Number 6, El Cid, looking like the winner at the furlong point, but had to be driven extensively in that race the last time he ran on the 13th of March, going 7.5 furlongs with first time figure 8, and Shane Ellis lost by a head, second to 31 kisses. Shane Ellis stays, but the cheek pieces are added. Good chance to fight this out for the win, surely. Number 7, Secret Emperor, ran well on debut. The only time this horse raced, that was on the 13th of March, in the race that El Cid ran second by a head into. Looked green in that race, Secret Emperor, and really did look better in his workouts since. Will definitely dare to fight this out with number 6, El Cid. 2-horse race, number 6, El Cid, number 7, Secret Emperor. Number 3, Devontae for the minor slot. Secret Emperor could improve as he looks like a horse that will reach overnight allowance in due time, barring any misfortune. Race 8, Name in Honor of Exotic Gold, 2012 Thornbird Stakes winner, trained by Wayne Acosta. They'll be going 6 rounds or 1,200 meters, 8 declared. Native bred 4s and up, who've never won 4 races, as well as imported 4s and up, who hasn't won 3 races. A few here will surely will ensure that much speed will be in the offering from the get-go, including number 1 press conference. He has to get to the lead, or else take the chance to meander after sitting behind the speedsters. Number 2, Dunn Street, a change of rider in Dane Nelson. Will be part of the top 4, but let's see the difference Dane Nelson can make with this one. Number 3, Will the Conqueror, has potential, I must remind you. Caught my eyes, and in that this one has put on a lot of muscle, has gained a lot of muscle weight since that, since late February. Has worked well, especially on Saturday the 26th, out the gates, first 4 and 46 and 3/5, pulling up in 1 minute and 3/5. Number 5, Daddy Jones, not too sure I like how he has carried himself in the hind era since he won last September. Haven't seen this one this week. So, not that he hasn't come to the track, but just that I didn't see him to make a late assessment. Number 6, Ring Charmer, won well last week and up in grade. However, could improve further. Number 7, Sweet Majesty, showed how useful she is when up in grade and last, and ran well when closing. That was on the 2nd of March, going 5 furlongs round, and finished third, 3 3/4 lengths, after being slowly into stride towards Zero and then Street. Was only ahead behind then Street in that race. Now going the next furlong, I'm expecting this one to get the better of number 2, then Street at least. Number 8, T. Brady, with well drawn forward to suit his running style. Must be given a good chance of getting in the top 2. Number 8, T. Brady. Number 7, Sweet Majesty. Number 6, Ring Charmer. Number 3, Within Charge. Number 2, then Street. Then Street could still get a third place shot. We come to the penultimate race, the feature race. Of course, we have 2 feature races. The last race will be the St. Cecilia Stake race. Thornbird, a brilliant filly, very small, and had a big heart. My favorite horse up to this point in time, for obvious reasons. Lots of sentiments. This race is for nearly about fillies, trio fillies that is, and it's a Grade Stake race, and it's the first hurdle en route to the Classics. 8 were declared. They go 7 furlongs or 1,400 meters. Number 1, Golden Wattle, born the 24th of April, Chested filly by Lion Tamer, out of Golden Glory by Seeking the Glory. Bruce Bailiff, R. Panay, A. Pigeon, and Noreen and Stefan Norin Singh owns this horse. Orange Valley Estate Limited bred this one. Adrian Taylor, the groom. Anthony Eunice trains this one. Kevin Foster rides. Champion 2-year-old who betted all and sundry in the 2-year-old derby on the 27th of December going a mile. Was fighting it out at the furlong point and pulled away to win by 2 lengths, beating Perfect Blue and the favorite Prince. Will be making her seasonal debut tomorrow, and by her standard is working well. Will be closing on the speed, so Golden Wattle must be given a good chance to continue to show her value. Number 2, Princess Shooting Star, born the 30th of March, will be fillied by Buzz Nightmare out of Khaleesi's Revenge by Blue Pepsi Lodge. 2 new own Herbert Kong and Paul Ho bred this one. Milton McDonald is the groom, of course. Philip Ciani, O.D. Chains, Shane Ellis, he gets the call. Princess Shooting Star will ensure an honest pace is set. Did well against the boys at this distance on the 27th of November in the Pick 3 handicap stake race, I should say. Led and was only 3 3/4 lengths third to bring and take a punt. And I can tell you, Princess Shooting Star wasn't 100% herself that day. Well, let's see what happens with so much speed to encounter. Number 3, Rapunzel, born on the 9th of April, a bit fillied by Savoy Stamp, but of Mish Passion by Pure Price. Samora Clark owns Hampstead's Limited bred this horse for an all the groom. Philip Elliott trains. Trevor Simpson gets the call. Rapunzel is very consistent, but will be outclassed here. Number 4, Silent Mission. First of 3 entries here for Trader Jason Acosta. This horse was born the 1st of May, a bit fillied by Savoy Stomp out of Lady Mandy by Shuffling Madness. Busy Racing Stable owns this one. Patrick Graham bred. Michael McLean, the groom, Jason Acosta, I mentioned earlier, trains. Silent Mission came off a hiatus and ran okay on the 12th of March, going 6 furlongs. Was closing a bit on number 2 here, Princess Shooting Star, but that one wasn't for catching. Should benefit from the run, needs to improve a bit more in order to win this though. Number 5, Atomica, born the 18th of March, just on Philippine Nuclear Wayne out of Onkitonville by reparations. Oak Ridge Farms owns this horse. Carl Samuda bred Errol Thomas. He's the groom, gives the body chains. Dane Dawkins will ride again. Unbeaten filly who surely looks classical. I've been improving each week on the exercise track since the tongue tie was a sixth. Seems a versatile, well, obviously it looks a versatile runner, which could be pivotal here in this race. Number 6, Outbidder, born the 5th of March, to be fillied by Savoy Stump out of Rumble by Graham Hall, Carlton Watson Owens, Chad Fiani, Herman Wong Leong, and Donna Wong. Bred this one, Leon Walker the groom. Jason Acosta is the trainer. Anthony Thomas, he gets the call again. Well-built filly who is 17 hands plus and possesses loads of potential. Has grown surprisingly well to me, working excellent. Gets the chance to be the top filly going into the classics. We will see about that. Number 7, Fly Messenger Fly, born the 27th of April, Chester filly by Adam John out of Preacher by Royal Minister. Owned and bred by Elizabeth Acosta, her son Jason Acosta trains. The groom Marvin Fraser, Philip Parchment, he rides. Fly Messenger Fly has it all to do against these. Number 8, A Gift from Ben, born the 29th of April, Chester filly by Akons Ben out of Sage's Gift Box by Out of the Box. DSTL and Associates own Desmond Anthony Lewis. Bred this one. Sylvan Senior, he grooms for trainer Rowan Matty. Apprentice, informal apprentice, I should say, Hubert Pinnock, he again rides. Improving Sort, who is up against some hot girls. I'm expecting a decent display, but surely not to be in the top 2. Top 3, number 1, Golden Water, number 5, Atomica, number 6, Outbidder. Number 6, Outbidder for me, from number 5, Atomica. Could go either way. Number 1, Golden Waters, surely has to be in the mix. Number 2, Pretty Shooting Star. Number 4, Silent Mission. Number 8, A Gift of Ben, for those who want to put some in the 3rd and 4th slot. Final race, St. Cecilia Cup. St. Cecilia was trained by Spencer Chung, owned by his uncle and dad. Is one of the top 3 fillies to race in Jamaica the last 20 years. Has carried weights in excess of 57 kilos on numerous occasions and was victorious. Was a tremendous filly, well, I should say mare, winning a lot of races. Strange though, her offspring haven't come near to duplicate her displays. This race is named in honor for Children Up. It's an open allowance race. 13 were declared. They go 6.5 furlongs or 1,300 meters. Number 1, Furlong Beyond, for Trusted Colt by Blue Pepsi Lotus of Rumble by Graham Hall. Anthony Nunes, Arpanai, R.K. Pessard, and Ziodit Owens. Chad Fiani, Herman Leong, and Donna Wong bred this horse to far right. He grooms the Anthony Nunes top horse at his table. Really showed much class in the Levy Trophy on last, in one of the fastest time for this 8.5 furlong distance in many, many moons. Makes his seasonal debut. Fairly well trained. Will he need this race? Could be. Let's see. Number 2, Got a Girl, 4-year-old Dark Bay filly by Justin Phillip out of Pontificating by Giaponti, Lakeland Farm. Owns this horse, Castle Lion and Kilmore Estates. They bred this one. Adrian Taylor grooms another of Anthony Nunes' horses here. And one of 3 horses owned by Lakeland Farms in this race. Number 3, Duke, 6-year-old grey horse by Casual Chick, out of the bet by Bob, the Success Farm. Own this one, Michael Bernard, bred, Dwight Lawrence the groom, Gary Sobrati, trains, Paul Francis, he gets the call. Has dappled up nicely, as well as looking his own self since that last race on the 19th of March, really transformed in coat and in temperament. Has a chance of getting into the top 3. Number 4, Excessive Force, 5-year-old Chestnut Horse by Broken Vow, out of Seaford Kiss by Smart Strike, ACK Stables owns Orin Ingram, Marie Fernell, Mount Brilliant Farms, the British horse in the United States, Devon Biggs the groom, Philip Fiani trains. 1 of 2 here for the Maestro, Philip Fiani, and improve on his 2022 debut. Barefaced for the first, well, was it for the first time? No. But this time, it showed the right move. That was on the 19th of February, going 9.5 furlongs, and won well, like a horse that is going places, beating Big Jewel by 3 3/4 length and Crimson. Not much really, and surely has to improve tremendously if he intends to get into the top 4. Number 5, Generation, 5 Rochester Gelding by Fearless Vision, out of Electrified by Traditional. Vincent Main owns this horse and also owns another in God of Love. Generation was trained by Rowan Maddy, Elias Salute, and Stefan Naran Singh. Bred this one, Sylvester Senior, the groom. Generational, ridden by Javanil Patterson, is overmatched here. Number 6, God of Love, 6-year-old Bay Gelding by Adore the Goal out of Shannon D by The Wild Cat, another of Vincent Bain's own horse, but this one is trained by Fitzgerald Richards. Hampstead is limited bred. Trevor Murray, the groom, Dane Dawkins rides, was second in 6 of his last 10 starts, but won't be afforded that status order to continue here. Number 7, Eagle 1, 5-year-old Bay Gelding by Astrology, out of Frisky Cheerleader by Roar. Carlton Watson owns. Elizabeth Moore bred this one, Leon Walker the groom, Jason Acosta train. Philip Parchment ride, Eagle 1, not here in my books, but I hope the best for connections. Number 8, I've got Magic, 4-year Bay Coat by Fast Anna, out of Little Miss Richie by Half Hours, Lakeland Farm. Own this one, Richard Lake bred, Byron Murray. The groom, Philip Fiani trains, well-bred colt. This year's importee, who has improved, obviously, was noted to be hindered on the turn in that race on the 2nd of March, going 6.5 furlong, finishing second by 4.5 lengths to DJ Boy, who will be racing with this one again. Didn't beat much and last by 10 lengths. Who is better? Crimson and Atlantic Blue. I'm thinking this horse is improving and could surely get into the top 4. Number 9, Legality, 6-year-old Dark Bay horse by Uncaptured, out of Tracy's Legacy by Discreet Cat. Soldier Camp owns. Linda Pastor bred this one. Glenn Chambers, the groom. Ray Phillips trains. Matthew Bennett gets the call. Not expected to compete for the win with these, but may surprise by getting into the very low exotics. Number 10, King Arthur, 5-year-old Bay Gelding by Natural Selections of Geesa's Art by Pat and Jack. Carlton Watson owns. Glenn E. Robinson bred, Leon Walker grooms, Jason Acosta train. 2020 Derby winner, who in the latter part of last season didn't show much. Saw this one in the dark last week. He has, for the first time this season, something to prove. Really did look zippy when I saw him in the dark. And Tony Thomas writes, let's see how kingly King Arthur will be comes tomorrow. And before I get to all 3 horses, I was remind fans that it's the early part of the season, and there are a lot of lucrative races later down in the season, and the top horses won't be really fully programmed, I should say, to perform, because they don't want to be, the trainers don't want to pick them too early. And in the latter part, where the bigger purses are, they're nowhere to be found. So bear that in mind. We go to number 11, DJ's Boy, 5-year-old Dark Bay Gallon by Stormcraft, out of Dream Big by Wizard of Gold, Leon Ball, the present owner, Lakeland Farm bred this one, Winston Thompson, the groom, O'Neill Markland is the trainer, consistent gelding, but even though beating number 8, I've Got Magic on last, I can't see him repeating that advantage over I've Got Magic. However, is in good stead and should run credible for connections. Number 12, Race Car, 5-year-old Grey or Road Horse by Race Day, out of MC Duffy by Henry Hughes, Lakeland Farm Limited bred owns this horse. Richard Lake bred this one, another of Richard Lake horse that he is the breeder of. Mario Skeen, the groom, Spencer Chung trains Dane Nelson. He has the ride. Again, superb bred US importee whose career had a hiccup after reeling off 3 good wins in consecutive sequences. Starts he won on debut, and it shows how versatile this horse was, that in all his 7 career starts so far, he lost twice, both by a length, and the rest he won. Anyway, incidentally, Race Car is the most beautiful, beautiful to go to filly, I should say, is the handsomest horse present at Caymanas Park. Surely a talented animal, but I'm passing on him to win. Well, however, he's such that he surely can win. Number 10, King Arthur, to upset number 1, Further and Beyond, and number 12, Race Car. Number 8, I've Got Magic to run well. Number 3, Duke, also I'm expecting that one to do well. Times are getting hot in the afternoons. DK spring water provides much needed oxygen to the entire body, including the brain. DK water aids in good digestion, helps in maintaining a healthy weight, and tastes great. DK water never tastes flat or boiled. It makes for an excellent drinking experience and does wonders for our body. Located 2 Griff Road, Kingston 6, Unit 3A, close to the Mountain View and Arderwin stoplight, almost adjacent to Robertson Avenue. Call 876-627-9114-5 or 876-807-5318. Their website, Destination Kingston 876, that's one word, .com. Go spend quality time at Super Hill Bar, 14 Keswick Plaza, Hayes, Clarendon. Easily seen off the main road, safe, secure, atmosphere, courteous staff, and tasty cuisine. Cook by order. Join the movement. Start your presence for an exciting future. And for those who want to stay overnight, or even stay for a time, where else to go but see Horse Riders Inn, located in Portmore. Its reputation speaks for itself. Call and reserve your stay at 876-704-6245. That's 876-704-6245. Join me tomorrow afternoon, that's Saturday, when I'll try to help you with the Sunday's race card. Take care, be careful, and remember, tell others to subscribe to the Open Gate Show on YouTube. There are lots of previous shows that would be of great value to horse racing fans or anyone else. Remember, okay, good luck.